So today I'm going to do a Sephora haul video. This is basically items that I love, and some are some new items that I wanted to try. Some are good, some are bad. So let's get into it. Right off the bat, I am going to start with these eyeshadow palettes. So I bought the NARS Summer Solstice palette. Super pretty packaging. Didn't expect it to look so nice. And then inside are the shades, really pretty. And that's what I have on my eyes right now. So I have the red shade, the brown shade, and then I swipe the gold over it on top. Okay, do I recommend this? Yeah, I do, unless you have Huda Beauty's medium palette, which I find to be very close. I mean, come on now. This one has lighter gold shades than this, so these are better highlight colors for sure than this one. And the browns in this one I find nicer, this one here and that one here, than this one. This one I like that brown there and the one on the end. And I also like this mauve type color and one here. These I don't like, and the orange I don't like. But this I like, the gold, this darker one. These don't show up really at all. And the browns I like. And the red, I mean, yeah. I mean, it's so close. But I'm going to show you quickly. I'm not going to compare them. I'm just going to show you how these are. And I have a couple of other. So that's the shade. I mean, they're really pretty. The way they go on, you know, and everything looks good on your hand and your arm. And, you know, it always looks different on, but I'm kind of liking it. So I'm going to recommend this if you don't have any other shades that look like it. I'm not going to swatch every single one because it's going to take too long, but they're nice. And maybe I'll do like a video of just NARS products because I do love NARS and I highly recommend that. Next one, this palette I don't really like. This one is the Quartz Voyager eyeshadow palette. And it's in these colors. Now these are kind of like, again, there's the red, the gold. These are way too similar to the summer palette. And this color doesn't really show up well. This one does. I wonder if I swatched the purple. Like, it's a faded purple. And then the brown. See, I like that brown. The purple, and I really like purple. And I'll do the red. And the red. So, I mean, if you like these darker colors, you could probably make them work. If you had to pick two palettes, I would pick the Summer Solstice palette over this one. And I probably should. I did some swatches earlier, so I'm just going to have to remember what I did here. The second thing here, no, it's not the second. This is not eyeshadow. This is blush, so forget that. This is blush. This is called Thrill. Now, this is one that was highly recommended, and it was all over the place, and selling out, and you know, do I like it? I didn't like it at first, and the more I'm using it now because I have different foundation on, I'm liking this now. It also is very similar to the nude sticks. This is called Cherry Blossom Babe, another product that's all over the internet. Everyone said get. Did I swatch this on my hand? I swatched so much before. I'm going to give that one a go right there. So if you like cream blushes, like I usually use lipsticks, but you know, when you go out, you just throw your lipstick in your bag instead of carrying this and a lipstick. You can probably use this this is all over dewy color. So you can probably use this as a lipstick and the blush, but you can also use lipstick as, you know, you don't have to buy this. So if you have pink lipsticks, you don't need this unless you're very specific to this color. So it's really nice. I have so much stuff on my face at this point that putting this on is probably pointless, but I'll do it anyway for fun, just to show you like how it initially goes on. And then you can kind of like dab it in. I find that using fingers works the best for me. And it's nice. It's nice. And it doesn't smell. This one doesn't. So many things. This doesn't smell bad, and it's nice. But if you like powders, I would get Thrill. Do you need both? No, you don't. If you like pink and you want to get both like I did, you can. But if I had to pick just one, I would probably pick the NARS Thrill, just because I like NARS. And I would pick that one. But both are nice, so that's that shade right there. Okay, next, this was one I didn't like. This is Fenty Beauty. It is called Kilowatt Freestyle Highlighter in What a Brat. Here's the color. Beautiful in the package. Amazing. And here was the problem. And I swatched it somewhere. Let me do it again so you guys can see, which I'm, right? I mean, it looks shimmery and shiny and amazing, right? Yeah, but when you look at it close up, you're like, oh, what's this? Glitter. Yeah, there's glitter in here. Legit glitter. And that's not what I wanted. I wanted shimmer, not glitter. So when you put this on, which I already have some on this side, I mean, looks amazing on film, amazing in front of a light. Of course it does, you know. But literally in daytime, you have glitter on your face and then it falls everywhere. That's a no for me. And it's not that the product is bad, it's just that I don't like glitter. And she does have other ones that are just shimmer without glitter, and I probably should have gotten that. But this was so pretty, but I didn't know, so oops. But I would recommend this if you like to look like glitter and you're going out and you're going clubbing or something like that. That's pretty much the only reason why I would wear that. Next, we'll do eyebrow pencils. Now, this is one I've been buying for years, Perfect Brow Pencil in medium brown. And let me just show you quick what it looks like. And then, this is medium brown, which is not what I have on now. What I do have on now is one from in here. This kit is regular $55 for $33. You get 2 Brow Wiz full size and a smaller eye gel, which I think that's kind of weak. I was like, ugh, that's the size. It was so small. However, the 2 Brow Wiz, great deal if you can grab this. Even for $33, this is a great deal. And this is in the shade medium brown as well, and that is what I have on right now. And for me, I like this way better than the pencil. So I'm thinking, I don't know about the pencil anymore. I think I might start using this. It was a lot easier to use. It went on thinner and was way more easy to draw that line. If I had to pick between the two, I would pick this right here. Okay, next, Charlotte Tilbury, my lips. I am wearing her lip liner in Super Size Me, which is this one here, that first swatch right there, with the Kissing lipstick in Stone Rose, which is like a rusty looking, although look how it doesn't look exactly the same, but it's a rusty, rosy, orangey, browny, I don't know, but one of my favorites. I love that, whatever this color is, it's an orangey brown, I think. And here's the swatch, that second one right there. And I really, really like this. I highly recommend the Kissing lipsticks. I'm not a fan of the matte. Any matte from any brands. I don't like them. Any of them. Just because they get weird. They dry my lips. I want to start over. It's too hard to rub off. It stains. I'm not a person who likes stain. I want to wipe off and start over. I don't care if it smears off all over the place. I want to wipe off and do a fresh one. I don't want to reapply over a stain. That's just not what I do. You may like that. I don't. But if you have dry lips, if you don't like stains, if you don't like matte, these are great. Like every color is amazing. But this one's my favorite color. And I do like Penelope Pink too, but that one's way different. And I also have the Iconic Nude. Is that what it's called? Oh dear. Yes. Iconic Nude, which is this here. And it's kind of close to that one. That's the lipstick in the center. So, but you can see this one looks more purpley. This is more nude, even though it's not showing up. They're completely different. This is way lighter and more nude than this one. And that's it. What these shades look like here, that's what they look like. This one is more red in it and darker. And this one's more of a nude lip. Like if you want to look nude and plain and like a nice, which I love to have. I just highly can't, these are great. Highly recommend, and I highly recommend her lipsticks. Let's see, foundation, Airbrush, Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Foundation. This is in the shade 7.5. I used this before. I also used 8, and it was a little orangey and dark for me. I have to find a darker shade that matches me. This one is a little light for me, but not terrible. But it's a little light for me, but it works. You use just a little bit, and it goes a very long way. You can't pump 3 times and smear it on like a mask like I see some people doing. It's like, do you go outside with, like, it's too much. Like, you just dot, 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 and you, and then if you need more, do it again. But like, don't do it all in one shot, because then it just looks too thick. I don't have that on right now, but I will show you what I have on soon. One other product I bought was the Ilia Super Serum Skin Tint. Everybody rants and raves about this. Yeah. Didn't try it, opened it and smelled it, and I was like, yep, returning, because it smells like cheesy feet. And it does, because I'm not the only one who has said that. And I didn't even read the reviews. I read it afterwards. I'm like, this stuff is horrible. Let me read the reviews and what people say. And they say it's illuminating, it's this, it's that. I'm sure it is, but the smell, they need to change that. Do something. Add, like, whatever that is really vile. Like, it's just like a no-go right there. What am I up to? Did I do the Kosas? I don't remember. Again, Kosas, this is a concealer in, what did I buy this in? Medium with neutral peach undertones. Now, I shouldn't have got something with peach undertones. That was a mistake on my part. So the color's a little off. That's not the problem. And I'm going to just show you quickly. Ugh. The problem's the smell, and I can almost, like, oh, it's so gross that I can't even. And it's unfortunate because it's not a bad concealer. Like, it just isn't. I mean, let me do this side, because this side looks like it shows up better. And I have really bags under my eyes. I mean, that's just, I can't get rid of those things. And I don't like to put too much concealer under my eyes, because see, when I smile, how the wrinkles there? So, but when I sit far away, I look, you know, it's unfortunate because it's a nice concealer and it just smells like awful. And people did say it smelled, and I couldn't believe it was that bad. It's that bad. So now I'm like on the fence with this, because the smell, there's better concealers out there that don't smell like that. So that's kind of a no-go. What are we up to? What I have on my face. So right now, on this side of my face, I am using the NARS Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer. It has SPF 30 in it. I swatched it somewhere before. This is in the color Auckland Medium 2. And I'm going to do it up here, which doesn't make sense because it's so high up. But I'm going to compare it to something else. So that's that shade. So this has a little tan in it. This is a dark color. But if you want a little tan and you want to look a little, you know, with some color on your face, this is great. It's just the coverage is light. But if you have no issues with your skin at the time, this is great. And this is great for summer. So I would definitely use this in the summertime. And I do like the color. I like the consistency. I like everything about this. And that's all I'm going to say. That's Auckland 2. And then I went and bought the Tom Ford. This is 6.0 Natural. I forgot what this is called, though, the stick, but Traceless something. This is too light for me. This is 6.0 Natural, and it is a really nice shade, and I did use it a little bit under my eyes before, like over the NARS. So I just went in like that, but as you can see, like how much lighter this is. But I have to say, like you could see like how light, like for me. But you know, if you go in, see, I look so red from that cream. It just the feel of it is amazing. Just the texture. It doesn't have a scent. It's the wrong color. It's 6.0 Natural looks like skin, and that's what this is supposed to do. I just happen to like to be a little bit darker, so I think I want to try a couple shades up. But yeah, I would highly recommend this if you can spend the money on it. You know, I forgot I have another foundation I bought and I didn't pull out, just to show you the difference in the color. I mean, look at the color. Completely different. This looks tan. This looks just pale white. This is like, Not really my vibe. Continuing on with foundations from my Sephora haul. There were a few that I got, and there are a few that I really like, which I already spoke about. The NARS in Auckland Medium 2, which is a tinted moisturizer. So this one is phenomenal. I really like this. I like the consistency and the way it goes on and the glow it gives. So that's great. And this is the first time I'm using this product actually, so first impressions. Secondly, we have the Pat McGrath foundation. This is in light medium 14. Is that what it says? Yeah, light medium 14. Now this one is a Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection foundation. And this is really, like, just to show you, I don't want to waste it because it's expensive, but it's very, very, very liquidy. But look how pretty that is. And that's kind of the color I was going for. And I'm just going to show you the difference between that one and the Tom Ford, because and you can see what I mean by Tom Ford. How do I do this without looking weird? Oh, that looks dumb. Now, do you see the difference? So I'm more looking for something like that. Again, this Tom Ford formula is amazing, so I do recommend the Tom Ford as well. These are both extremely pricey, so if you don't need them, don't get them. But if you have really dry skin and you want to look shiny, dewy, glistening, this is great. And so is this one. I really enjoyed using this. It's just the wrong color for me. It kind of blends in with my skin tone though. Like you can see it just disappear into my hand. But that's not really what I was looking for. I kind of wanted, you know, a little color. And then I'm just going to compare it to the NARS. So this one's Auckland 2, right? Medium 2, Auckland. It's just called Auckland. So now that's a nice color too. So this one looks a little bit more yellow. That one looks more tan. So this NARS is perfect. It's actually what I was looking for. And then I'm going to show you the Giorgio Armani Neo Nude. This is True to Skin Natural Glow Foundation, which again, I love Giorgio Armani products. I use the Luminous Silk in 7, 7.5, and 7.8. And this is just, again, you almost lose the Tom Ford in my arm. Isn't that crazy? Like, where is it? So this is Pat McGrath. That's Tom Ford, which blended perfectly. That's 6.0. This one looks pretty dark for now. So that's the NARS. And then this one was the Armani, which actually the Armani looks perfect for now. This looks more for summer. This looks perfect for now. They're all great though. I mean, the shades are great. I just wish that this actually looks dark. I didn't think this was as dark as it, you know, it's darker than the Tom Ford. So I'm happy about that. So there are those. And I highly recommend them all. Is that bad? I don't know. It's too many, right? Who needs all of these? I don't know. But I'm really liking them all. Really. And I don't like that I like them all. And I also bought that Charlotte Tilbury 7.5, which again is a little light for me. I need to try maybe a shade higher. But with the Charlotte Tilbury, that is a really, you know, thicker foundation, and it really gives you full coverage. So if you need to like hide anything, that's the one you'd pick. You certainly would not pick these. This one did pretty good, but I had to like pump a couple of times, and this is expensive. And to get the coverage I wanted, I pumped maybe like 4 or 5 times and just kept going over and over and over until I was building and building and building. I'm like, yeah, you should only use like maybe 2 pumps of this and be done, just because of the price alone. Obviously, the Tom Ford stick just covered everything. It was great, so no complaint there. So the Pat McGrath, you need, I would say, fairly good skin for this. If you want full coverage, the Charlotte Tilbury, I happen to like. And these are if you have great skin too, or dry skin. These are great. And I have, it doesn't look too bad now, but I normally have patches and dryness and little things, and these did really nice, and nothing itches my skin. Easy to come off. Nothing took too much scrubbing. So I highly recommend these 4 products. And I'm just going to show you one other thing that I got in that other haul, which is, this is like a continuation. It's the Givenchy Prism Libre powder in Voile Rosé, number 3. And if you don't know what this is a loose powder that gets all over the place. Hi, right in there. And you can see it's all mixed up and mishmashed. Now, why do I like this? Well, this is the first time I'm using this. And I just kind of think it's like a bougie, rich bitch powder. Not kidding. I mean, can you see that? Oh, gosh. So expensive. And it smells like rich bitch. Like, you know, I like to look dewy and wet. But people said this blurred everything. And, you know, sometimes when you're like dewy and stuff, your makeup slides off, the concealer slides off, and like 2 hours later you can see your pimples and a mess. And you know, this is basically like a setting type powder. I haven't used it long enough to know if it works. However, I think the packaging could have been better. I don't really like the square points. If this was round, like rounded in some way instead of a square, like if it was a circle, I think I would have liked it. I kind of feel this looks cheap for what it is. And it says Givenchy there. I mean, this is Givenchy. I mean, this is expensive. And you feel expensive using it. I just wish that packaging felt more luxurious. Just not pointy like this. This reminds me of something I used as a kid. Like, I don't know, some sort of cheap product. Just, and if you take this traveling with you, forget about it. Like, you really, if you turn this upside down, all the powder comes out. Not a fan of that either. But I mean, I guess how else are you supposed to use this? You know, you just don't bring it with you, right? I mean, what do you do? Bring it? So I wouldn't bring this with me because it would just dump out. And I guess, I mean, maybe that's how you're supposed to use it. It's all supposed to mix, you know, evenly. I don't know if it does. I like it though. Like, if you have money to spend and you want to be bougie and be like, I'm rich, bitch, you know, just to feel fancy, this is nice. I would never buy this normally, and I heard about it and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give this a try, because I normally use the Charlotte Tilbury pressed powder, which I'm sure I have here somewhere, but we all know what that is. And I dab, I go dab, 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 dab here. Like, I don't do a full face of powder because I have dry skin. It looks stupid. It makes me look matte. I don't like to look matte ever. And the Tom Ford and the Charlotte Tilbury foundations make you look slightly matte, but then I'll throw on like a shimmer, you know, and try and gloss it up. And then I also use the Airbrush setting spray, Flawless Setting Spray by Charlotte Tilbury. And you can use MAC Prep, what is it? MAC, is it Prep and Prime? No. Is that what it's called? The spray. Everybody knows the spray. Old school MAC. Everybody knows it. Comes in a spray. We all know it. It's as good as this. To me, they're both comparable. I don't see a difference at all. This one smells like roses. Do I like the smell of roses? No. It's just okay. I mean, I think it's nice for what it is, and it's great. It's a great product. And I would highly recommend this. If you use the MAC one, you can try this because it has a scent. I used Urban Decay a long time ago, which I guess that one's good too. But if I had to choose, I would probably pick the MAC and maybe then this, but they're both on par. I see them doing the exact same thing. I don't see a difference, in other words. So whichever one's on sale or cheaper, I mean, I would get, or you buy it like this because it's travel, but I think the MAC has a travel size too. And, you know, it's all the same. I think they're the same. This just makes you feel a little bit bougier because it might be a little bit more expensive and it smells, you know, like roses. So that's it, I think. I think I showed just about everything that I got. I hope this video helped somebody. And I normally, just so you know, would never highly recommend a product if I didn't truly highly recommend a product. Like, I don't want to be like, yeah, you know, this is so good. And it's like, you're like, what the heck was she thinking? Like, the Kosas concealer. Does no one smell it? I don't know. Like, I'm not going to say I mean, look, good concealer. But the smell, I mean, I guess it goes away. I'm not even sure. I'd have to test it on my arm or something. But I just didn't like that. But I think overall my face looked good with all the products that I used. And if I really, really, really didn't like something, I'd say it. And I would never highly recommend. I would never use the word highly recommend like I do this. Well, this is pricey. This one's a little cheaper. Do I highly recommend this? I recommend it to try once, but make sure you get your right shade or you're gonna cry because it's $89. So if you buy it from maybe Nordstrom or something and they're pretty good, or go to maybe you can go there or buy 2 shades, but then, you know, you're testing and I don't know how you feel about that. But for me, I wish I would have got 2 shades darker in this. So I'm kind of kicking myself because it's expensive. You know, when you're buying a cheaper one from the drugstore, it's like, I spent $11, you throw it away, you give it, you know, this is like a commitment. So I'm kind of upset, but I do like the Pat McGrath, and I'm gonna enjoy using that one for a while and see if it makes my skin as dewy as I think it does. And then I'm gonna try these products for a few weeks and then probably do another video on what I thought and if I really do think you need them. Because sometimes, I mean, who the heck needs 4 of these? Like, what the hell was I thinking buying all of these? Like, these I probably won't even use because it's winter. And this feels way, I'm going to say this feels way too thick for summertime. So I would not use this in the summer at all. It's too thick. And so is the Charlotte Tilbury foundation too. That's too thick. It makes me feel itchy in the summer, where these 2 would be great. And even the Pat McGrath in the summer. This is very light. And I like this too. So winter, summer. So that's it, guys. Hope you like my video, and subscribe, please. And I will see you soon. Bye.